In the last video I made, I said that Egg was Aegon the Fourth's grandson, and I misspoke. I meant to say great-grandson. He's the son of Maekar, who is the son of Daeron the Good, who is the true-born son of King Aegon the Unworthy. Anyway, with that out of the way, welcome back to the Stark side, where we are deep in the middle of Westeros right now, deep in the Reach, ready to start this bloody tourney. Once again, we are kind of spot on with predictions, but with the runtime of each episode and having read the books, predictions aren't difficult. We ended with the cliffhanger I knew they would, but in the books, we weren't expecting Dunk to have to bite the curb. That brought back memories of a past movie for sure. But Egg stepped in to reveal to everyone who he really is. Prince Aegon Targaryen, fourth son of Maekar. As I said from the beginning, even before the show came out, that we'd be at the mercy of writers to fill in the gaps of what's from the book and what's not. Just in adapting things, we know there's always changes, but adapting a short story, that's only from one person's point of view. We knew we'd see more conversations than that, and not all of them would be from the book. On that point, I have zero complaints. I think they've done a great job filling in this world around Dunk and making it also feel just like the Westeros that we love. Starting at the beginning, we never saw Egg train in the books, but he spent time alone at camp. There's no reason he couldn't have. And even though we are getting things that come directly off the page, we are getting them in a different order sometimes. Like I said last time, Steely Pate was earlier, and I think Dunk woke Egg up on this morning before the tourney instead of Egg being awake first and find something to do while Dunk was still sleeping. They give the impression that Dunk was still worried he would run away with one of his horses. The conversation with Robin Riesling never happened in the books, but Egg is very adamant that he knows all the knights in the realm and helps Dunk find his seven for his trial by combat. So they are setting up easy ways for Egg to already have met these knights. But the backstory that we see on screen of him losing an eye is the perfect way for the show to explain it to us. In the book, it was told to Egg by Dunk or Dunk by Egg. I actually can't remember that right now. But we are seeing and hearing a lot of the inner monologue that Dunk had in the book, which I feel was the biggest challenge. How are you going to make us aware of his thoughts without it sounding goofy and deliberate? I think they found that balance. My absolute favorite thing in the episode was not in the books. It's Egg's Blackfire song, the best thing ever. I want to see if I can add it without copyright, or who cares until there's thousands of people watching, right? We'll see if HBO cares about me yet. I'm not Ryan Airy.
Prince Baelor was the firstborn, Prince Maker sprang out last. Damon was the bastard, so they kicked his bastard grasses grew in summer. Green grass, I ain't trouble, but grass is red all over. When you kill a rebel horse and flag a battle, this battle was the front. Black fighter not a tremble, he came from the wrong country while the peril, the anvil was a rock. That hand smashed the bastard with a strong and fading poster of dawning.
The Alice song was okay, but not like the Blackfire one. We get to see Arion in his armor, and the come out little knight that was pulled directly from the text as well was meant for Sir Humphrey Harding. Sir Humphrey has been riding already that day, so he picked someone probably more tired than the rest of the champions. And then we see him still kind of cheat. I don't really know if it'd be cheating in a real joust, not involving the royal family at a teen's birthday party, but him killing the horse is also directly from the text, and both sources imply it was no accident. My boy Eric Voss said, Sir Hump's days of riding are over, but that is not true. He's one of Dunk's seven, and says, the debt is Aryon's and we mean to collect it. And then Dunk asked about his broken leg, and he says, as long as I can sit a horse, I can ride. Gangster shit. Then we move to the big reveal, the fortune teller. Dunk doesn't believe his fortune and he laughs it off. Being richer than a Lannister is far fetched for me to believe so. I know Dunk thinks this chick is crazy already, but when she gets to Egg, all we get is foreshadow. She says, you shall be king. He knew there was a chance, but in his mind, you know how many people have to die to make that happen. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people. Then she says, you'll die in a hot fire and worms will feed upon your ashes. And all who know you shall rejoice in your dying, which is a dick thing to say to anyone. But he believes it all because she started with, you shall be king. Now, spoiler alert, it's all true. This is Summerhall. Aegon V, the unlikely he was called, with Dunk as the Lord Commander of the King's Guard, did of course become king, and the fire she was talking about was his fault. He became obsessed with dragons and thought he could hatch the old eggs with pyromancy and wildfire. There is a line I hope we get from the text. Dunk says, maybe there will come a time where the realm will need my feet. It'll be at the end of the show, and he's talking to Makar about life and why things happen. This is the time George R.R. Martin was referring to. He used those feet to save as many people as he could, including Rhaella Targaryen, the mother of Rhaegar, who was born amongst salt and smoke right outside the burning castle of Summerhall. My second favorite part of the episode and this part of the text, other than Raymond Fossaway telling us where to finish, is when he tells Dunk about all Makar's kids. In both the text and the show, they describe and jab at each one until he gets to the youngest. And before he has a chance to say anything about him, he bursts in with the news of what Arryn is doing to Tansel. It's the attention to detail you recognize on the second read, how they were making it obvious that Aegon was Egg from their first meeting. It plays out the same way in the show for the most part if you've only seen the shows and no one has spoiled it for you already. Episode 4 coming soon. What to expect. All the Baelor and Dunk scenes for one. Maybe see Makar with his 3 sons all together, which wasn't in the books. They'll probably end with Dunk realizing that he has to find 6 people to help him fight a prince. Episode 5 should be the search with more Baratheon and maybe some of the fight, but I'm betting we'll get the whole fight in episode 6 with the plot twist and the Makar Duncan Egg wrap up. Like and subscribe for more A Song of Ice and Fire content, along with Star Wars and Marvel. Disney has a new CEO. Let's hope all changes are for the better. And I'm still not sure what's going on with Warner Brothers. Maybe I'll look it up and add the latest news to the screen right here. Talk to you guys soon.
Prince Baelor was the firstborn, Prince Makar sprang out last. Damon was the bastard, so they kicked his bastard. Grasses grew in summer, green grass I adore. But grass is red all over, when you kill a rebel horse and die in battle. This battle was the front. Black fighting not a tremble, he came from the wrong country while the peril, the anvil was a rock. That hammer smashed the bastard with a strong and failing, close to love, no more nation.